Hi everyone, welcome to Healing Journeys. I'm Christelle Aria. On this channel, I share knowledge, content related to indigenous knowledge systems, more specifically African and diasporic knowledge systems. As I register this video on 21st of December, it is also known as the winter solstice for those in what is called northern hemisphere. For those in the other hemisphere, it's summer solstice. They both have, let's say, different energies. They both carry different energy. Nevertheless, they're both relating to light, sunlight, night, darkness. And so with this meditative video, I would like to invite you to reflect. It's a self-reflection on light, darkness, day, night, with a few questions. So you may grab a piece of paper and pen if you want to write your answers or even the question for yourself for later. Let's start. So with the reflection, I would like to highlight that light can be seen, can be perceived as a beginning and also an end. The same for darker time or time with less light. So I would like to invite us to think about that. Think of how much do we embrace the idea that less sunlight or being more in, let's say, dark time, either figurative, at any level it may happen. How much do we perceive that as a beginning, as an opportunity? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's obvious. These are just questions to help us reflect on how we perceive things and how maybe we can invite ourselves to shift our perception, our ways of understanding our life in general, what is happening within us, in our lives, and more generally around us. How much do we perceive, accept, agree with the fact that darkness might be, can be a beginning, that it can carry the seeds of a beginning? How much then do we allow these moments to happen instead of maybe resisting, avoiding, maybe procrastinating? Sometimes We know that some activities or even thoughts or conversations, right, can highlight moments of troubles, can reactivate or activate, I don't know, difficult conversations or emotion that we don't want to deal with and that we associate with darkness, or here I'm talking of darkness as a more figurative moment. So when this happens, how much do we give space for that? How much do we allow that to happen? And the question coming together with that one, then how much do we allow light, moments of light, to reach us? Moments of joy, like pure, genuine joy. How much do we allow ourselves to receive it, to feel it, and even to express it? It may seem paradoxical. Very often, we can tend to hide or diminish the joy, for instance, that we can feel, or any other kind of blessing moment that we can have, because maybe the people around us are not receiving that at this time. Maybe we are also afraid of attracting the eyes on us, so we'd rather stay quiet with our joy than being loud and expressive. I'm not saying that everyone must be loud and expressing. Here, what I would like to highlight is how much we tend not to do that because of external causes. How much do we push slightly away? Or just to share an image, how much do we turn off the volume of our light because we don't want, well, anything that we may not want? We can have so many examples of that, right? Maybe we don't want to be the one again who receive this blessing. We don't want to stand out of a group of people, friends, family, neighbors, colleagues, and so on. So I think this is a great time to reflect on that, reflect on our inner winter solstice. How much do we allow this balance between light and nighttime in our lives, in ourselves at different level, physical, mentally, energetical, emotionally, spiritually? How much do we allow that to happen? And nighttime is time for resting, meditating, praying, also time to come together as community and do nourishing, cozy activities, indoors activities. How much do we allow that? How much do we allow ourselves to slow down, to be calm, quiet, maybe in a, let's say, in a resting mode? Not resting doesn't necessarily mean doing nothing, but like doing what we're supposed to do in a way that allow space for rest, for more rest for us, but also maybe for the people that we are working with, or the people that we are living with. How much do we create space for rest, for ourselves and for others? So all of that can be like perceived or approached or discussed when it comes to winter solstice. How much do we allow our bodies some rest emotionally? Like how much space do we give ourselves to perceive our emotions, what we really feel, and stay with it, and time to process it? It's a very good moment also to process any kind of grief that maybe you have delayed, postponed, avoid, or whatever. It's also a great moment for that. It is something that unfortunately happens a lot in modern societies driven by Western consumerism standards. We tend to reduce, even erase, the necessity of grieving, the time and space that we need for that. And this is absolutely important if we want to move on, to give birth to anything new, anything that we want, even like I wouldn't say another version of ourselves, but a version with more peace with what happened. We need this time, we need this space, and that's the perfect moment to proceed. So I feel I've shared quite a lot of questions, inputs. I hope it will be helpful for you. Just to remind you, in spring, we start a new program relating to ancestral connection. If you want to receive the news, it's not even about registering at the moment. It's just receiving the news to know more about what is going to be. Feel free to subscribe to our newsletter, and we will update you about that. No spams. We won't send you any other info, and no, like, not a lot of newsletter. Don't worry about that. Feel free to share it with other people. It will be a combination of different things in the program. I've also shared a short video about that, so have a look at the channel. Hope to see you soon. Let's take care of each other, and of course, first of ourselves.